bRadio. What's up, guys? Welcome to bRadio, the behind the music radio channel for artists on the rise. I am your host, Christopher James. With me is Los Angeles-based poet and artist Brooke Jean, here to share her inspirations and songs with us. What's up, Brooke? How are you?
Hi, Chris. I'm well. Driving up here, it was very beautiful. I'm so happy our weather is calming down.
Where are you from?
Right here in Los Angeles.
Oh, cool.
Born and raised.
You're going to hit some of the traffic from the president coming into town today, so that's always going to be fun.
Right, all the time, traffic. But,
And you were born and raised in LA. Have you traveled a lot?
I've just traveled domestically throughout the United States. This year is my first time going international, so I'll be going to Vancouver at the end of the year to perform. So I'm
really?
excited, yes.
That is insane.
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever, what's the biggest thing that you performed at?
In New York, I was at the Nuyorican Poets Cafe. It's a really historical poet venue, and it was really a nice experience and very packed out. That was one of my biggest venues.
Very cool. When did you start poetry?
I started poetry since I've been writing. That was really my journal, a way for me to just really release myself. And I started pursuing that back in 2009 as an actual art craft and art form. But yeah, writing is second nature for me.
We're going to go and get into one of the songs, Doorways. Can you give us a little insight on what Doorways is about?
Doorways is about really facing those thresholds in your life. I feel like we all go through doorways. We all have to walk through different paths, and in order for you to get to the next door, you have to close one behind you. So that really is the summary about doorways, and for people to also acknowledge the door in front of them. Sometimes people do not like to see the door, whether it's bad or good.
Yeah, definitely. I do that all the time. Well, right now, here on bRadio is Doorways.
Take a step towards the entrance. Threshold, blindfold, deception of hallways, pretending to document your pace, expressions, closed doors shutting you out, confusion, life throwing you game. Can you catch it? Home runs running you right through the doorway. Victory is mine. Victory is mine. Doorways, the transition within. Doorways, becoming a better me. Doorways, leading paths. Doorways, sweet doorways. How will you elevate? How will you elevate? How will you live above the influence? Starting your own foundation. Accepting. Entering a world of new beginnings. Will you be bending? Elevate. Doorway. Stepping towards healing yourself. I'm talking. Doorway. I'm walking. Doorways. Elevate.
And we are back here. So that's a little bit different from just regular music. It's a little bit different of a style and a vibe. How would you describe your style?
I describe my style as very mellow. I'm really nonchalant with a lot of things that I do, and that comes out of my poetry and music influences. And my music style is really neo-soul, jazz, R&B based.
Very cool. Mm-hmm. Do you come up with your own beats or the music behind the words?
I don't. Sometimes I do, but for the most part, Mel and Dee, they're a producer duo, and they are about 4 of the songs on my record are from them, and 2 other are from a hip-hop producer. But I generally gravitate towards them because they also are heavily influenced by jazz and R&B, and we have this connection where I don't even need to tell them what I want. Like they
just kind of know, they connect with you.
Yeah, we
That's
have
really
that
cool.
chemistry.
You had a lunch with Russell Simmons.
Yes.
How was that?
I did. It was surreal. Like sitting with him, I was going in and out of consciousness. Like, am I really sitting talking to Russell Simmons right now? But it was a great experience. It was about an hour and a half conversation in his studios right in Sunset. His office is there. And I got to really ask him a lot of questions about being a poet, being a woman in business, and just being a business owner, and asking advice as to what I should do in the next steps of my career. And I really enjoyed it.
That's cool. How did you get that opportunity?
It was a contest that I won,
Okay.
sponsored by Procter & Gamble and Rising Tide from Tide Detergent. It was a contest that they had to bridge the gap between entrepreneurs and resources and also mentorship. So Russell Simmons was a part of the grand prize, and I also won $5,000 from them to help my career and an iPad. And I actually entered the contest 2 weeks before it closed.
Wow.
And it was 60 people, and I won. And I was,
congratulations.
from my supporters, and I really appreciate it. Thank you.
Of course. So Russell was able to give you some really cool advice. Do you have any advice that you can give to anybody that's trying to grow or become in the scene?
Definitely do not give up because it's a long process, and especially if you're in Los Angeles, we are in the heart of where everything is, but it makes it that much harder for us being here. Mm-hmm. And when it comes to wanting to be an artist, make sure you're in it for the right reasons. Like, that was always advised to me. I never came into poetry expecting to be like the Beyonce of poetry and just be wealthy off of that. It's really just a passion of mine mm-hmm. that I was actually encouraged by friends to start pursuing. So just make sure you know where your passion is, because if you're in it for the money, you're going to be in it for the money, and you're going to deal with the consequences.
For the fame and the money is definitely not the right reasons. You have to have the talent and the passion to support
make
that.
Make sure you really want to do this the rest of your life.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Charisma is next. What inspired you to write Charisma?
Charisma was more of a coming of age for me, being in my teen years transitioning to the young adult years. Mm-hmm. And it was me kind of showing off a poetic, sensual side. It's not that deep, like erotic, but it's just touching the basis of my charisma and expressing how I would feel charismatic with a man.
All right, so here on bRadio is Charisma.
Come to me, I know you feel it, won't you live through me? Let's share this energy, come to me. I know you feel it, won't you live through me? Let's share this energy, come.
Jazz awakenings, silhouettes of a soul escaping the morning mist for a chance to grace the presence of today's mission. Yes, electric compositions, stranded amongst bandits, thriving for their loot. I just walk with proof of sensual confidence. There's no debating common sense. I rearrange my strength, not for your convenience, but for my honesty. Can my charisma caress your innocence? It is devotion, human being to human. We could evaporate at any moment. Why not leap towards your pleasure? Fall deep into mystery with some jazz chemistry. Skyline imagery with ocean waves on my feet. My sacred place, it's unbeatable. Sometimes it's unreachable. The Giving up is never charismatic. I am an addict to perception. If I envision it, my energy will flow accordingly. The path will open eventually. And all things against me, all things against me will become my ultimate victory.
I know you feel it, won't you live? I know you feel it, won't you live? That share this energy, come to me. I know you feel it, won't you live through me? Let's share this energy, come.
Can you see my soul without even seeing my face? I swear this life is so terrific. Just to get a glimpse of my love, you turn the music on. Now you rising like the newest dawn. And the chills that you feel while the Holy Spirit connected on mind, body, and soul. When you hear it, turn it up. Honestly, some say that it's luck, but divine intervention tells me differently. We're meant to be. Metaphysically, we've been a match since birth, back to back since earth. But I carried you to the present like a gift, so this interaction's worth more than silver and gold. See the power I hold, and baby, come
to me. I know you feel it, won't you live through me? Let's share this energy, come to me. I know you feel it, won't you live through me? Let's share this energy, come.
And we are back. That was Charisma. I love how you sing also on the tracks.
Thank you.
It's so great.
Thank you.
How are you developing your voice? Do you take lessons? Do you just kind of practice yourself? Do you just naturally have a good voice?
Oh, well, no. I hold some tones, but the singing on that is actually the same female that was rapping.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
So it sounds very, very different. I do tones, like on Doorways, I did the little singing voices there, but I don't take singing lessons. I used to sing, and I would love to bring that back.
Yeah?
Yeah, but developing my voice poetically, just going over rehearsing my words, and it's more of a developing a performance, because I've always had words. I'm good with reciting, but I had to develop my performance skills because I was always the introvert, shy person. So for me to get on stage and just show my life to the world took a lot.
Yeah.
Yes.
Was that one of your biggest obstacles?
It really was. It was one of my biggest obstacles, because I had to deal with my own insecurities and my own confidence level. A lot of people would tell me, oh, you're so confident doing what you are doing, but I didn't realize that I still was not as confident as I wanted to be. And I think I've reached that peak in my life maybe earlier last year, and I've started doing this in 2009.
Wow. That's not that long of a time to really reach the peak, though.
Yeah, well, for the confidence-wise.
Yeah, confidence-wise.
For the confidence-wise, it really was a lesson for me. And going through the years, you continue to build because you continue to go.
Yeah. What are some current projects that you're working on?
Well, I just released my EP Reform. I have physical copies, so I've been going out, giving those out. Brought some here for you guys today. Awesome. That is my most recent release as of last week. I haven't put it out digitally yet, but I will put that on. And I'm working on projects with other artists, some rappers, singers, working with visual artists as well, and working on honing that skill, and possibly I always look for new musicians to work with, because I really like to mesh my poetry with different sounds.
Nice. Are you going to be performing live in LA somewhat soon?
Yes, actually, I just have an event, and I believe it's Tuesday night, October 28th. It's at the J Spot. It's a comedy club out here in Los Angeles, and I will be there with my live band performing, opening up the event. And I know they have comedians as well. I'm not sure if they're having other artists. That'll be my next big event, but I actually have something tomorrow too. Oh, wow. Just thought about it. I have an event tomorrow. There's a clothing line release right here off of Washington, actually, and I will be there reciting for the mixer, opening up the event.
Nice. Very cool. The next song that we're going to be playing is Blueberry. What is Blueberry about? Blueberry
is more of my poetry on a rap side, and you'll hear it when you guys hear it. That's where the influence came from. And Blueberry actually was the title of the track. I received this from a producer in London that I work with, and